Hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of the Stanley Parable. You are playing the Stanley Parable. Thank you, game. Thank you, I wouldn't have known. Many people have suggested it, many people know it, of course. And one guy bought it me, it was Woody Dude. I will put a link to something of him in the description. I have to discuss this about him. So, let's go. And into the loading screen. The end is never. Almost done. Yeah.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly
Because he's in space!
and Stanley
In grey space.
was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh my
Never in
god.
all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Why would someone
Something
say
was
hi?
very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Do people in this company just come in to the office and say hi and then go again? Whatever. I hate Mondays, so yeah, we all do.
All of
There
his
is
co-workers
nobody
were
here.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, you need this. You need dozens of cups. in
No matter
offices.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing
Ha!
in the office,
Owned.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, sorry. Need to almost. Yeah, computer. I wanna. I can't jump. Ha! I am the lord of computer defeating. Username access. The username is access. Die. Oh my god. It goes both ways. No, Cup. Cup, what did they do to you? Those monsters, I will avenge you. I'll avenge your death and the spilling of your
When
fluids.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, sure, why not? No. Oh. Yeah. Clock. What time is it? Almost lunchtime. In 5 minutes it would be lunch break in my company. Yay,
Yet
charts!
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Has it balled up inside you? Take an aggressive, passive aggressively. Resent co-workers for not super. Yeah, it works like this. Use slides to assure employee that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has slick blue graphic on the header and throws the barrel on all the text. That's great. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. That's true. We all have the same model though. Apparently. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts. Charts and slides. Go on. Wait at which chart in the same slide. What? My report slide chart. Oh god, why? Wait up increasing graph per slide. Oh god, make it stop. Boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, cycle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist, the BAS. Solving into... yeah, let's screw this. We have a new project! Graphs about things and money. Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs with things about money. That's how thought process works in an office. Trust me, I'm an office worker. I know how these things work. What do we want? The stock market is somewhere here. Somewhere in this area. Colored in segments. Stripes. Yeah, secondary research is really needed. What is hot? Teenagers. Profits. Oh my god. Throw something in the ideas bin. Not a waste bin. Teenagers. A lot of percent. Space between the teenagers. By Broadway post review. We need less reviews. I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. What's the point of a water cooler then? Childs need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Child trip. They're teenagers, not children. Yeah, technically, teenagers are children. Let's not discuss this. Whiteboard manager. You need more. Rip Franz. Franz, what did they do to you? Meeting room. Floor 4XX. Group planning. Weekly targets. Admin? Whatever. Marketing Mondays. 451's pirate time. Okay. Group. This box is really too small, yeah. Termination Tuesdays. Obviously. IT department. Information Technology department. We are broke Wednesday. Financial panic meeting. We need those. Bus inspecting. 8-bird. 8-bird? What the? Mergers. Ideas and development. Preview of weekly review. So this is already made, so it's Friday now? Weekly, yeah. I lost interest, sorry. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom room. Chris. We must save Chris. Chris! Where are you, Chris? Broom closet, Chris! Chris!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
Where's
but
Chris?
there was nothing here, so he turned
Chris?
around and got back on track.
Chris! Are you up there, Chris?
There was nothing here. No choice to make.
Shut
no
up,
path
voicey
to
meathead.
follow, just an empty broom closet.
There must
No
be a
reason
Chris
to
somewhere.
still be here.
Is he beneath the broom? Is he down there? Chris?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just
I'm
sitting
looking for
in the
Chris.
broom closet. He wasn't even
Maybe he'll
doing
come up
anything.
now.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Okay, Chris is dead.
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet F. Coming to a staircase,
Ah, I interrupted
Stanley
him.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. It's all bright. Fancy. Boss! Where is
Stepping
everyone?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
I'm the boss
discover
now.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was
This
that
is
the
the icon
keypad behind
of
the
the
boss's
game.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Darn.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. What's over here? Nothing. Big. Red button must push. Use big red button. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. What's the purpose of this? Whatever.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. There's escape. He's trying to escape. It looks like a long hallway. I don't like long hallways. Let's go to mind control. So dark. Make it bright. Bright! Make it bright!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It's too big.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
The room is far too big. And it has a lot of black squares. Black squares are the worst. Mainly because they are squarey.
Now the monitors jumped
now they are white with
their
numbers.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
That was my name.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Is this fitting together, those two? Why? Why? Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah, that's my office.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Come on. Fired? Guess there are too many workers.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What? I was blind to the red light.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Push it. It's big and red. Push it. God damn it. What is this? I want to go down there. I want to go down there first. Will this hurt me? What's the purpose of this? Why? Okay, let's build a big red circle with lights instead of just, you know, nothing. Mind control dial awaiting input. Console. That's the only console I approve of.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
No.
Control?
No. No.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Of course I did.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode,
Yay!
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yes.
It's your time to shine. You
Call of
are
Duty.
the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
course.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But
Whoa.
what precious moments each one of them is.
Whoa.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Gonna
to them.
die anyway, cool.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Oh no.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
You know what? I
But
give
I'm
up.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Your
Time
clock is
doesn't
clipping.
grow on trees.
I hate this game now.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you
I don't
just
know, I'm gonna
assume
die
when
anyway,
you
you
saw
said
that
it.
timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen,
What?
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
Yeah, why
video
would I?
game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I'm gonna die. You said it.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Yeah,
you're only still
exactly.
playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you
Cursor
made
sometimes
humble.
my
This is
crosshairs
not a
sometimes
challenge.
fading away
It's a
and sometimes.
tragedy. You wanted to control this world,
Why?
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so
Yeah.
you can't.
Go on, don't have extra seconds.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you
18,
cling desperately to
17,
your frail life,
16,
or will you let it
15,
go peacefully?
14.
Another
Yeah.
choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me.
What?
All a part of the joke.
7,
And believe me,
6,
I will be laughing
5,
at every second of your
4,
inevitable life
3,
from the moment we
2,
fade in until
1.
the moment I say,
Yeah!
"Happy
Happy New Year! Everything exploded. Bye bye, Stanley. The end is never just ended. And I'm back in my office. Yes. Yep, that was the first ending out of 5,000. See ya next time at the next ending, folks. See ya.